Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Okay, what we're going to be talking about today is something that affected a community member. And I've been speaking to him, and he wanted me to speak about his daughter and what happened to her. And this is a head on a swivel. Know your surroundings. Be aware, okay? This is something that could affect any one of us at any single time without warning, okay? So, Joanna Baker, she's 22 years old. She was a fun person, kind-hearted, and she'd always loved to make people laugh. She had a personality while filled with emotion. She was a sweet person, and she didn't deserve what happened to her. The family of Joanna just wants justice for their loved one. After a San Antonio man fatally shot her on Thanksgiving night. Yes, just this past Thanksgiving. The person who did this is named Paris Shaw. It happened at a home in West Bexar, B-E-X-A-R County. And 3 days after the shooting, someone spotted Shaw 10 miles away, looking inside cars near the 6,000 block of D. Savalia Road. And a nearby homeowner captured surveillance video and said that they recognized the man, and they called 911, and he was arrested. Now, according to an affidavit, Shaw emptied a few rounds, placed it on her forehead, and threatened to pull it. A witness said that they heard 4 gunshots. Now, Shaw claimed that he thought he emptied the clip. This was purely intentional on his part. It was no accident. And the family is raising money to help pay for her medical expenses through crowdfunding and final expenses as well. Now, Shaw was finally, eventually detained, like I said, and officers learned that, he was wanted for this shooting. He was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, causing serious bodily injury, family dating, first-degree felony, burglary of a building, criminal trespassing, and evading arrest. His bond was set at $232,000. Now, he was arrested shortly, like I said, after this happened, and Joanna did succumb to her injuries. Now, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office said that when he shot her in the head at 11:50 p.m. at night, and deputies arrived at the home, they found the front door open, and they could hear someone having difficulty breathing. The woman was found on the couch. She had a little bit of blood coming out of her nose. She was taken to University Hospital, where she was placed on life support. She was an organ donor, so I'm just happy to know that she is able to save others' lives. Now, the affidavit states that the shooter was identified by 2 witnesses who were not at the scene. And these witnesses said that Baker and Shaw were in a relationship and Shaw was being very loud and belligerent right before the incident. Now, one witness said that he saw Shaw leave a room and return with a small rifle around without the stock in it, okay? And he stood in front of Joanna, emptied out a few rounds, placed it between her eyes, and threatened to pull it. And the woman, Joanna, she allegedly said, "Go ahead, I don't care." I'm having a hard time believing that. And so he did. Other witnesses said that they heard 4 gunshots. One witness said that she heard Shaw say, I shot her. I thought the clip was empty. I didn't mean to, though." Oh, God. You are a liar. Anyway, so Paris Shaw, 24 years old, also has charges of mail theft ID, burglary of a dwelling, evading arrest, detention, and criminal trespassing. Now, his mother wanted to speak out because she said that she wanted to clear her son's name. Are you his alibi? You can't clear his name unless you can prove otherwise. But she said that she does not believe the report accurately depicts her son. She said, "I know he's not a monster. He's not an animal. I don't want him to be treated like one." Well, excuse me, Miss Keisha Shaw, but your son acted like an animal, like a thug, when he decided to take Joanna's life into his own hands. So in turn, he will be treated like the monster that he is, like the animal that he is, and he will be caged like the animal that he is. She says this is her worst fear and knows deep down inside that he's a good person. He tries to help anybody that he can. He's very kind-hearted. We know he's not the kind of person that would do anything like this intentionally. Well, he did, didn't he? Now, Keisha Shaw gave her condolences to Joanna and her family, saying that she's praying for a recovery. Can't recover. She's already perished because of your son. Now, she truly believes if her son does not turn himself in, because she said this before he was arrested, that he would face the altercations with authorities, something that worries her daily. Maybe if you... I'll shut up. I want to speak to the father of Joanna, who is the community member. I'm very sorry, sir, for the loss that you and your family have had to endure. I can't imagine losing a child the way that you did. Just know that she is in heaven, and she's still with you. And just know that he will rot. So, I'm very sorry to have to bring this kind of news to you guys, but he asked me to, and I promised him that I would. So if we could all keep Joanna's family in our thoughts and our prayers, that they get through this time, I would greatly appreciate it. Now the link to everything that I could possibly find is in the description box below, along with the GoFundMe. It's the first link in the description box. If you cannot contribute, I understand, but please share it. Let's try and help this family in their time of mourning. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. I appreciate you. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.